We're back on Across Louisiana, Acadiana Style, brought to you by Melojoy, the original Cajun coffee. We're going to welcome for the first time. They call her Jennifer Wilson when they're mad at her. When not, her friends call her Jenny. Hey, Jenny, welcome to the show. She's with the Department of Health and Hospitals. How are you?
Doing just fine, thank you.
Well, when I got your brief that you sent us, I have never heard of the Drinking Water Revolving Loan Fund. Tell us about it.
That's why I'm here. We are actually a program within the Department of Health and Hospitals for the state that was established in 1997 by state legislature. But it really started about a year before that, in 1996, when the federal government amended the Safe Drinking Water Act. They wanted to be able to provide assistance to water systems throughout our country because water is very important, we all need it. And so the way that they did it was they formed this program, and they allowed each state some latitude and flexibility as to how they set that program up. But it did need to be in the agency that had primacy for drinking water, which is DHH in our state. And so each year we apply for a grant from EPA as the money is appropriated by Congress. And this grant is then combined with some state dollars, and then we use that money to provide technical assistance to water systems as well as provide low interest rate loans to them. And that's so that they can upgrade, stay in compliance with the act as well as all of the state rules and regs regarding water.
So you have individual parishes and communities and small municipalities applying to get help to keep their water safe.
Yes, sir. We're actually able to loan to not only governmental entities, but also nonprofit entities and even for-profit entities. So there are a lot of water systems in our state, about 1,400, and not all of them are governmental. You know, some of them are cooperatives that have been formed in rural areas, and we're able to loan to all community water systems, whether they're profit or nonprofit. So we can cover the whole state, quite a few. We've probably loaned out about 124 loans to date, to the tune of about $250 million, $275 million.
Well, I tell Nyla that our water in Louisiana, that we're spoiled, and it's great, but things have changed. We've got saltwater intrusion, there's new rules and regs, so it's not the same as it used to be. It's
not. We have a lot of rules that are changing. The more people we have on the earth, the more the water is becoming less and less, believe it or not, here, even in Louisiana. Its availability, also the quality of the water is going down, you know, because of the fact that it's going lower into the aquifers that we're having to get the water from. Also those that use surface water, we have more and more things going into our surface waters. So it's becoming more and more difficult. And then EPA is also constantly changing and finding new chemistries and things that they want to reduce those contaminants and things that are actually in our drinking water. And so it's tougher for water systems to comply. They're having to do more and more things and become more sophisticated.
How long is the loan process for those entities that have not done it? Is it a 6 month, 1 year? What's the deal?
The average is about 13 months. We've closed some loans in as short a time period as 6 months, but some take a little bit longer. It just depends a lot on the scope of the project and then how quickly they're willing to work with us to get to that, you know, that closing date, and that's when we could start construction. So,
okay, well, we're showing this in about 13 parishes. So,
great.
What if they want to get a hold of you? How would they find you?
It's not very difficult at all. Are you going to be able to put our number?
Yes, we'll put it on the screen.
Okay, they can call me directly at that number. We also have a Facebook page, and if you go to the Department of Health and Hospitals webpage, you can usually find us under the Office of Public Health there.
Okay. Thank you, Jenny, for coming
Thank
on.
you.
Appreciate it. Come back anytime.
Appreciate it.
We're going to be back to wrap things up in just a moment. Stay with us on Across Louisiana, Acadiana Style.